So this is the part 2. And as I was saying before, your day can really invite you to discouragement and feelings of being overwhelmed. So we were talking about that. And I want to remind you that regardless of any of that, you may not in that day be able to say, you know what, I need to get baptized right now. I need for this body of sin to be crucified right now because my flesh makes me want to X, Y, and Z. Okay. The first part, I always tell people, the first part is honesty. Thank you for your honesty, because that's important. Be honest with yourself about what's really going on the inside. And then once you do that, be honest with the Lord and your faith in God that says, you know what, regardless of anything, no matter what measure that I am going through, no matter if it's real, it's presenting itself real in front of me. My faith is not about what I see. My faith is about my supernatural exposure to the light and glory of God, that no matter the fear or anxiety, no matter the frustration and the pressures, no matter the stress, the sadness, no matter what you may go through in a day, the exposure to the light and glory of God can change all of that. And that's what we're looking for. He changes light and fire and glory. It brings a type of chemical change in the spirit. It changes what is right now, whether it be with you or your atmosphere or your situation. It changes. It does a supernatural, wonderful change, one in which you cannot do. You and I can't do on your own. So yes, it's going to seem as it's a strain or something impossible to do in order to change you from who you used to be to who you are striving to be or who you believe you are so called to be, you're supposed to be by God. It may seem impossible for you to endure a circumstance with the heart that you have or with the level of frustration that you endure. But I want to tell you that everything that you and I are in our human flesh is subject to sin. But once we expose ourselves to the power of God and the manifestation of the glory of God by faith, then that makes a whole world of a difference. It changes things that doesn't even make sense of how it changes. But you got to believe that. You have to know that with all of your heart. You have to know that regardless of who's telling you. Somebody said, you know, I can't believe that someone said to me that your God can't do X, Y, and Z. Your God, this is what the statement was, your God can't provide for you the way that you're thinking. You need to do X, Y, and Z. And it was such an offensive statement because it was so personal. My God, there's only one God. And I thought we were serving the same God. But fine, since you put it that way, my God, when I put my 100% faith in my God and faith through obedience to what he says in his word and faith through reflection of what he looks like, because he is the express image of God, Jesus Christ. When I begin to do that, my faith tells me that regardless of what anybody can say about who I am or what I do and what I believe and what I focus on, regardless of that, I know that my God, in his magnificent ways, in his strong arm, he has no limitations. He has no limitations, and he has no time limits in that as well. So regardless of what I think things should be, regardless of in my natural mind, what I believe it cannot be, I have to know without a shadow of a doubt that when I begin to put my focus on him and I begin to transition my heart, transition my mind, transition what I'm thinking right now, transition to so that the light, you know how we talk about cameras at the beginning and photos, transition so that the light hits it just the right way in just the right spot, just the right angle, then I know I can get a picture of life that not only is pleasing to me, it's pleasing to God. And that makes a world of a difference. God bless you. I pray that you all have a blessed day and that you and I can go forward in this journey as we strive to get that right exposure to the righteousness and the glory of God.